The second game of the day, the women's grand final, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So down BKR Sport, we are live as the Sydney Roosters will be taking on the Brisbane Broncos in the NRLW grand final. It all comes down to this. We just watched on as the New Zealand Warriors won the state championship over the Burleigh Bears in an absolute crushing in that game, where it was a 50-20 as the final score. And now we've got the women's game, where we get to see who wins between the Roosters and the Broncos. The Broncos got off to a poor start. They've got three teams on display today. The Burleigh Bears are associated with the Broncos, but now they've got their biggest chance. Honestly, they are favourites for this game, and there's a reason why they are favourites for this game. Even though the Roosters are actually undefeated this season, the Sydney Roosters have not lost a game all year long, and they have beaten the Brisbane Broncos this year. So it's quite interesting to see that the Roosters women's team isn't the favourites, but that is because there is a big out here from the Sydney Roosters in Taryn Aiken, who wasn't playing last week either, which means that they do not have their starting five. They're 6 and 7, sorry. They're 6 and 7. Their halves have changed from what they would usually go with. Taryn Aiken is such an incredible player, and unfortunately that is a big loss for them, but they were able to get over the top of the Sharkies last week, 17-16, to actually get into this grand final. Otherwise, if the Sharks had made it, honestly, the Broncos probably would have won this game by a large margin, like a large margin. But obviously the Sharks weren't able to do that, and the Roosters will provide a very tough test regardless of their half situation, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it does pan out here. Again, the Broncos have lost one game all season. That was to the Roosters, and the Roosters have not lost a single game all season. But guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, get into the chat, let us know your predictions for this game. And then after this one finishes, it means that we are at the moment, the one we've all been waiting for, the NRL grand final between the Melbourne Storm and Brisbane Broncos, coming up right after this game. So that's going to be an absolute belter. But let's get into these two team lineups for today's game. Now, the Roosters, they come into this game from first position. The Broncos come into this game from second position, and this is at Accor Stadium in Sydney. The ins, Alia Nasio and Tanisha Gray for the Roosters, with the outs being Amber Hall and Taina Navidi. Massive out there of Amber Hall. The fullback is Bridie Parker, with the wingers being Jamie Frezard and Mia Wood. The centres are Jessica Sturgis and Isabel Kelly, who is the captain. You go to the 5'8", Corbin Baxter, with the halfback being Jocelyn Kelleher. The front row forwards are Tessa Pule and Rima Butler, with the number 9 being Kaylee Davis. The back row is Alia Nasio and Jasmine Strange. Olivia Kernick is the lock. Interchange of Shorten Burton, Macy Carlisle, Eliza Lopomawa, and Jade Hertigan, with the 18th player replacement being Tanisha Gray, and the coach is Johnny Strange, who did win the Coach of the Year this year at the Dally M Awards on Wednesday. This Roosters team still has every opportunity to win this game. They are experienced in grand finals. They've won premierships before. The Roosters are always there or thereabouts when it comes to the pointy end of the season. And again, they are undefeated, so they are being, underestimated in a lot of ways based off of that big out there of Taryn Aiken. They did have to push Jamie Frezard from the 5 across to the 2, and you've got Mia Wood coming in from number 16 onto the wing there. And that is the only changes overall. Again, Taryn Aiken being a big loss. Amber Hall, huge off the bench there, and big prop as well. This Roosters team, look, it's going to be interesting how they do get on today. Last week was a bit of a scare against the Sharks, where they were up decently, and then the Sharks were able to work their way right back into it and tie the game up before the Roosters still kicked the winning field goal, because they just knew how to win that game. Prior to that, they beat the Sharks 40-10 the week beforehand. The week before the finals. Whooped the Raiders. They smashed the Cowboys. They smashed the Eels 56-12. They smashed the Knights 30-14, who did lose to the Broncos last week. They whooped the Titans 24-8. They beat the Tigers 34-4. They whooped the Bulldogs 42-22. Their only really close games this year was that 17-16 win over the Sharks last week, but also that 30-26 win over the Broncos back in round 3. Outside of that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 9 games this season. They have had 9 games out of 12 rounds. They have had 13 plus victories, and the Raiders game was by 12. So if you want to go by 12 plus, that's 10 out of their 12 games they've won by 12 or more points, and 9 out of their 12 games have won by 13 or more points. This Roosters team is an absolute belter of a team, man. So do not underestimate them coming into this game. Now for the Brisbane Broncos, they've got no ins, no outs, no shake it all about. The fullback is the honestly, best fullback of all time in the NRLW. Tamika Upton, who is the captain. She's won multiple premierships with the Broncos and the Knights, and now she's back at the Broncos to see if she can go and do it again. She's the captain, with the wingers being Kerry Johnson and Hayley Maddock. The centres are Mele Hilfunga and Julia Robinson. The 5'8" is Gail Broughton, and the halfback, Ali Brigginshaw. Aneta Claudia Nuasala and Brianna Clark are the big props, and then the number 9 is Destiny Brill, who was originally meant to be the 14. Now she's starting in the 9. Then you go to the back row. Lauren Dan and Romy Teitzel, with the 13 being Keely Joseph. Interchange, Jada Ferguson was the 9, now she's the 14. Chelsea Lenarduzzi, Shanae Shisholka, and Shalom Sauso. The 18th player replacement being Regan Hicks, and Scott Prince is the coach. This Broncos team, very much unchanged. They've got such superior experience and talent in Ali Brigginshaw, who has just been one of the best players of all time in the NRLW as well. She's just been an absolute monster for this team over the years, ever since the Brisbane Broncos in the NRLW started up in 2018, was it? When they hadn't even lost a single game. Actually, when did the NRLW start up here? I think it was around 2018. It was 2018 itself when they beat the Roosters 34-12. And was Ali Brigginshaw the halfback then? Yes, she was. She was the halfback in that grand final win over the Roosters. Now let's quickly go have a... Ooh, I just clicked on an ad. Quickly go and have a look at 2019, where the Broncos won 30-6 over the Dragons. And again, that'd be Ali Brigginshaw in the 7. Yeah, she's just been that stalwart 7 for this club. Obviously, she's getting on in years now, and she's coming to the back end of her career, but she's still able to do what she does best. And in 2020, they beat the Roosters 20-10. So those first 3 years, the Roosters were the ones to lose in the grand final to them twice. And Ali Brigginshaw was absolutely the leader. Actually, in 2020, Ali Brigginshaw was playing in the 13. She played the 13 in the grand final. It was Taryn Aiken, who is now the Roosters and now not playing his game, injured. She was actually playing in the 7 in that grand final. So very interesting that these two teams obviously were... It was only four teams in the competition back then. There's only 4 teams in the competition. But very interesting that these two teams have played each other in the grand final multiple times, with the Broncos coming out on top over the Roosters. Was there ever a grand final where the Roosters actually won over the Broncos? 2000, no, so they lost. The Roosters actually beat the Broncos 22-16 in the semi-final of 2021. In 2022, the Broncos didn't make the finals. They didn't make the finals in 2022, quite interestingly. In 2023, they lost the Knights. And then in 2024, so last year, the Roosters actually won the comp last year. Broncos lost the Sharks 14-0. So no, there hasn't been a grand final, but in 2021, the Roosters did knock out the Broncos, which is not as crazy as, I guess, the grand finals of 2018, 2020. But overall, at least it shows that they can get through over the top in the crunch. Now, the biggest issue for the Roosters here is that the Broncos are scoring ridiculous amounts of points. Last week, they beat the Knights 30-6. Week before that, they beat the Cowboys 50-4. They beat the Warriors 26-6. The Bulldogs 44-0. The Knights 46-16. The Eels 38-4. The Raiders 44-28. The Sharks 28-14. The Dragons 30-6. Lost the Roosters 30-26. Beat the Titans 44-4 and beat the Tigers 28-4. So it's showing you a real clear gap in the competition this year. A massive gap where these two teams are putting scores past teams. Every single game that the Broncos have won this year has been 13 plus. Every single game. But there has been that one game that they lost, and that was to the Roosters. But outside of that loss to the Roosters by 4 points, they have won every game 13 plus. So it shows that these two teams are very clearly the deserving teams getting into the NRLW Grand Final. It would have looked weird to see the Sharkies actually get into it, considering how close last week's matchup was. But both these teams are absolutely putting scores past their opposition. Look, I think that if there's going to be an upset today, sure, the Broncos can definitely do it in the men's game. But I do think that this Roosters team is still undefeated, and there's a reason why they're here. Even without Taryn Aiken, I still think they can get over the top of them. Look, if I'm going to go with a realistic prediction here based off of what we've just seen just then, actually, let's quickly go into the ladder here quickly. So the Roosters, they've scored 366 points this year. The Broncos have scored 404 points this year. So The Broncos are better than them by 38 points on attack. And then for the defense, it's 126 against the Roosters, 116 against for the Brisbane Broncos. But again, there was a high-scoring battle. If it's a high-scoring battle, the Roosters have a chance. If a low-scoring battle, you probably are leaning with the Bronx there. I don't know. This is a very odd game to predict based off of the outs here for the Roosters. Based off the outs, this is really odd predict. I will go Bronx 1-12 here, but there is a world they win 13 plus, and there's also a world the Roosters win this game. I think that based off of being undefeated, you have to say the Roosters have a red hot opportunity, and they are the underdog here. But those outs just really might cost them. So we'll see. Obviously, the Roosters last year were the winners of the NRLW. I'm pretty certain they beat the Sharkies. What, 30-26? Was it? Was it 30-26 in 2024? It was, 32-28. Close enough. The Roosters came out on top of that one. When was the last time the Bronx won? Was that 2020, the last time the Bronx won? Because 2023 was the Knights, 2022 was the Knights, 2021 was the Roosters. 2020 was the last time when they beat the Roosters. That was the last time they actually won the competition after winning the first 3 years in a row. So it's going to be interesting. Look, I'm going to probably take the Broncos 1-12 as a tip. But there's a reason why the Roosters are undefeated, regardless of their outs. So it'll be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, give your predictions in the chat. And let's get through the halfway point of the day before the big old game between the Storm and the Broncos right after this. Michael says Jesse Southwell, a big in for next year for the Broncos. Absolutely. Jared Choice, good luck Roosters. Andrew says Ali Brigginshaw has almost played every position. Yeah, she's been incredible in the 13 and also specifically the 7. Those are the two real primo positions for Ali Brigginshaw over the years. Blah, blah, blah says, does the NRLW still have a points and salary cap? I'm sure when the comp started, the women had a points value based on how many rep games you played. It seems all the talent is in these two teams. That's a great point because you do look at the way is the talent just in these two teams because of what you're saying, or is the talent because they're being selected well? But there is like an incredible amount of players in these two NRLW clubs comparatively to other teams. But you've got to remember as well, the Roosters and the Broncos are two foundation clubs. So the Roosters, the Broncos, the Warriors, and the Dragons were the 4 foundation clubs of the NRLW. Now the Warriors were in it for a couple of years, and then due to COVID had to be removed, and now they're back into the competition. So realistically speaking, there's 3 foundation clubs left on its purity of being there throughout throughout even when they were gone. But the Warriors are still a part of that brigade if you want to be technical. So there is a lot more ability for the foundation and the platform for success from long-term sustainability of what the Broncos were able to set up at the first 3 years when they were undefeated for the first 3 seasons, I'm pretty certain. Hadn't lost a single game. And then the same thing with the Roosters where they were in multiple grand finals and then went and won grand finals and did it last year. So these two teams have been really set up. I'm not too sure how the salary cap situation works out with the differences to the NRL because I know it is very, very different to the NRL. I'm not too sure someone else would have a better idea than me. Jared Choice of the Broncos are a scary opponent. Both these teams are a scary opponent. Blah blah says, wait, so the lowest amount of points the Broncos scored this year are 26. Let me go back and clarify that. Lowest amount of points scored this year for the Broncos was 26, was it? You obviously were listening to what I was saying, so I would assume you're correct. 28 against the Tigers, 44 against the Titans, 26 against the Roosters, 30, 28, 44, 38, 46, 44, 26, 50, 30. Yep, so 26 points and above is what the Broncos have scored every single game this year, one of which was that obvious loss to the Roosters. So yeah, that is a scary prospect there for the Sydney Roosters. But again, they did beat them in that game. Now the Broncos are coming out on here to the field. They are coming out to the field. Let me refresh this score so hopefully it just updates live when it does start up. Broncos are out on the field. And it says, no Aiken and the winger, forgot the name, did the ACL during training in the week. Who are we talking about? Claudia says, go the Broncos. And it says, people that hate on the women's game need to grow up. Both women's teams would give both men grand final teams a good run. Okay, well that's stupid. Okay, the first comment was fantastic. Yes, people don't need to hate on the women's game. The women's game is actually really enjoyable when you do get a chance to watch it. But that's a stupid comment in regards to both women's teams would give both men's grand final teams a good run. I'm sorry, but this Brisbane Broncos men's team and the Melbourne Storm men's team would put 50 past them. Let's be honest here, man. Let's not be silly. That's completely far-fetched. That is a completely far-fetched statement. That doesn't mean any disrespect to the women's game. The women's game is absolutely brilliant in its own right and can absolutely be enjoyable. That is absolutely enjoyable, but like that's an absurd statement to make. Absurd statement. You think that either one of these Roosters Broncos teams would be able to contain a guy like Reece Walsh? You think they'd be able to contain big boppers like Stefano Wutuakamanu, Payne Haas? You think they would even come within 50 to 60 points? Honestly, you'd probably be looking at Rugby League World Cup standards. Like let's put it this way. For example, Jamaica was getting beaten by 90 points. 90 points by teams that weren't even Australia and whatnot, yeah? So, and that's full-grown men up against men. And you've got the women here who are very large and heavy contact women on women, but women on men is a very different story. I find that an absurd statement. Scott says Storm would easily win. All right, so the Broncos will kick the ball off here, and the Roosters bring it out to the 15. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. First tackle for Sydney. Let's see who can outscore the opponent, because both these teams score a lot of points. Actually, to compare to the stat that we just came up there between the Broncos and with the Broncos scoring at minimum 26 points every single game this year, the Roosters in comparison, 30, 24, 30, 42, 34, 24, 30, 56, 30, 26, 40, 17. So 17 last week against the Sharks, but 24 points in the regular season. Roosters are already into the attack and 40 now. Their fifth tackle, 40 metres out here from the line. Good set here from Sydney. I do feel like this is going to be a really high-scoring game. And Roosters kick it up, and Tamika Upton will grab this ball at the 13, and she will bring this ball out now to the 20 on first tackle. Still would easily win. I'll be completely honest with you, man, and I'll tell you the Knights would win. And this is no disrespect whatsoever to the women's game. I respect it and greatly appreciate it for what it is. But, you know, the Newcastle Knights would beat these two teams between the men's and the women's. And I hate that we're comparing this because it makes it feel like it's putting down the women's game when that's not the intention of it. But it's just such a ridiculous statement to make that these women's teams would be able to compete in the NRL at a very, very big time level physically. You know, speed-wise, still guys are going to outpace them. Intelligence-wise, I'm not going to put that past them. But when it comes to physicality and speed and whatnot, it's just not going to be the same. The ball bounces back here for the Broncos, and they'll get this ball taken down to the 25. So it'll be fifth tackle, turnover, Roosters get the ball. Claudia says, I needed someone to watch the footy with, so I put you on my phone while I watch the game on the TV. That's how we do it. That's what we like to see, because ultimately, I can't show you the game due to broadcasting restrictions, but I am here watching the game and a bit of interactive commentary where you can use the chat, watch the game, and enjoy the game. So Roosters now first tackle. They're going to be at the 35 on their own side of the field. And Corbin Baxter. And now the Roosters will be at the 45 on second tackle. They're doing the better here in the early doors, but then they're going to throw the ball over the sideline. Who touches it? It's Broncos ball at the 42. Bad pass. Mitchell says, feels like I'm watching the 2018 Grand Final. That's how far behind I am. 2018 Grand Final? Storm Roosters? What? How far behind are you? Like, watch NRL. Surely, it wouldn't be too far in front of you. Sean says, midday, beer time. Mate, it's 5 o'clock somewhere at every time. You should have been starting up at 6 a.m. in Thailand, mate. This is Thailand we're talking about, Sean. Come on. Come on, in Thailand, drinking starts before dawn, before the Roosters start clucking. And Broncos slap down third tackle at the 45, 32 minutes to go here of the game of the first half. Midday, sniffy jar time. Where's my sniffy jar? Where is it? Oh, I'm in my bag somewhere. Oh, my bag's here. Actually, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, Joe. Now you're making me stress. You're making me stress now. It's somewhere. I'll find it maybe at halftime before the big game later on. Because you do need it for that big game. So fifth tackle for the Broncos. They're 20 metres away from the line. And Gail Broughton kicks that ball through for herself. Broncos try. No! Wow, defense, Roosters. Wow, that scramble defense from the Roosters was incredible stuff. That was incredible defense there from the Sydney Roosters to hold out a rampaging Lauren Dam. But the Roosters hold her just short of the line under the post. Scoreboard is on strike. All right, I'll fix that in a second, Jay. Second tackle now for the Roosters. They'll get this ball here to the 13. Wow, that defense was superb just then. Superb. And now the Roosters to the 20 on third tackle. 30 minutes to go in the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and there comes the penalty. I was thinking it. Usually after a huge play like that, we do see a penalty, and it comes 3 tackles later, and the Roosters at the 20. You will see, if you don't watch the women's game a lot, you will see a lot of the time the women won't necessarily kick for touch. So just be prepared for that when you wonder why they're not necessarily... They are kicking for touch here, but just be prepared that a lot of the time they won't necessarily kick for touch depending on the position on the field. So the Roosters, they're going to bring this ball to the 40, but good heavy contact made in the tackle. Roosters got started their second set. So first tackle, and now left-hand side at the 45. Short ball into the line. Great run here. Great run for the Roosters, Atesapule. And another penalty coming up for Sydney. Another penalty. They take the quick tap. That's what I'm talking about. They take the quick tap. They go left. Corbin Baxter, 28 metres out. First attacking set here for the Roosters in this game. They go to the right. Atesapule. She's a big bopper. 20 metres out. Second tackle. And now they go. Corbin Baxter. Here's a chance. Jessica Surgis, who steps back on the inside. 10 metres out. 8 metres out, Bridie Parker. And they spread it out to the left. Olivia Koenig, she won the Dally M last year. Wasn't in it this year, but she won the Dally M last year. 4 tackle for the Roosters, 10 metres away. They go to the left. Good play on the inside for Koenig. And she's going to be 2 metres out. Good defence here from the Broncos. Good defence from both teams so far in this game. They go out to the left. Over the top. Big pass. Goes too far back, though, and puts him under a lot of pressure. It's fit tackle. I don't know what she's doing. Well, that was just stupid. Her running that ball into the line then was ridiculous. Monkey Boy Tyson, do you think this is a close matchup, or are the Roosters heavy favourites? The Roosters are underdogs. The Roosters are the underdogs in this game, man. Oh, Broncos are away here. Broncos are away there at the 30, the 35, the 40, and they'll be taken down 40 metres out from the line. Yeah, the Roosters are the underdogs, man. That was Julie Robinson with a good run. Because they've got no Taryn Aiken. They've lost Amber Hall. They've had to make a few adjustments overall. The Roosters did beat the Broncos earlier this year, 30-26, and that's a penalty to the Broncos. And the Roosters did beat the Broncos, but you know, overall, the Broncos are the favourites here, and they've won every single game 13 plus the Broncos, except for the one loss where they lost to the Roosters. Second tackle, but that was also back in round 4. Good offload now, and the Broncos, they're 15 metres out. It's Clark. Tamika Upton, Ali Brigginshaw, she steps, and they're going to be 10 metres away. Arguably a high tackle penalty there, but she didn't call it. Second tackle. Now they hit the grass. Goes out to Grass McGrath to the 22. Gal Broughton has to pick it up, and she'll just run this into the line. She's actually done great work there with a nice little step to the 10. Third tackle. Justin Sundo, afternoon, sir. Get around ya. Broncos at the 10. And Clark, she'll be 4 metres out. Both teams, good defence so far. Something that we didn't necessarily expect because both these teams have such good attack. And they go out to the right, 4 metres away. Fifth tackle for the Broncos. Can someone break through the line? Will the floodgates get open if we see a breakthrough? Ali Brigginshaw, she'll kick it through. Played out here. The Roosters will pick the ball up at the 13. If it was somebody faster, the Roosters could have been away for a try there. But either way, the Roosters stop the defense. And look, the Broncos are such a heavy attacking team that if the Roosters can hold them like this, the Roosters go a long way into winning this game. Again, as we spoke about before, the Broncos have not scored less than 26 points all season long, every single game. Great run here for the Roosters. Mia Wood, I think it is to the 42. No, it was Bridie Parker. All right, now... Big kick there from Jocelyn Kelleher. And big long kick down to the 5. And Hayley Maddox now going to bring it out here to the 15 to the 20. Who breaks first here? Claudia said, I think my game is ahead of lagging behind yours. 27-40 left. I'm at 26-23, 22, 21, 20. And now Melly Hilfunga. She'll get this ball to the 25. Gee, she's a big bopper. Look at her go. She's still going. She's still going. She's away at the 50. The 45. Oh, my gosh. The post-contact. The tackle breaks from Melly Hilfunga. That's a penalty for sure. Oh, damn, they haven't called the penalty. Second tackle. What a run from Mele Hufanga. Back onto the inside for Tamika Upton. She's 30 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Broncos getting a move on now. And Brigginshaw, short ball into the line. Broncos are away here again. 10 metres out. Can the scramble defense come together here? 8 metres away. Off to Ali Brigginshaw. Tamika Upton. She'll get taken down to the 10. Good tackle from Jasmine Strange. Over to the right-hand side. Brigginshaw kicks that ball into the corner. Broncos catch it. Hayley Maddock flicks it back. Broncos still with the ball at the 15. Ali Brigginshaw kicks his ball over the top. You're going to let that ball bounce for short. And that's a 7-tackle set coming up for the Roosters. So again, the defense coming up trumps in this game. The defense is continuously coming up trumps in this game so far. And comparatively defense-wise, both these teams were very good defensively this year. It's just their attacks were so hot. So hot. Alright, so Roosters, 0 tackle. Roger says these are good-looking blokes. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Roger. You're an idiot. First tackle now at the 40. And now out to the left-hand side. And Baxter will get this ball to the 50 now on second tackle. So good meters already being made here. Oh, it's a great run by Atessa Pule. Third tackle at the 35. Nova getting around the Bronx Nation. Oh, they lost the first one to the Burleigh Bears, the Warriors. But they are favourites for this game. But the Roosters now on the attack. Couldn't get the ball away there. Jessica Surges at the 30. Oh, my damn. I should have gone with my gut. I was feeling Roosters. Broncos are making some great meters up the line, though. Fifth tackle, 11 minutes in. Still haven't seen a score yet. Unlike these two teams, they kick this ball into the corner. It's a decent little kick to make it Upton under pressure, but should be taken down to the 5. That'll be first tackle. Both teams are putting themselves into range. And good tackle again from Jasmine Strange. Second tackle at 13. Out to Mele Hufanga. And Hufanga will be at the 20 on third tackle. I tell you what, the Broncos have some big boppers on their team. Chelsea Lenarduzzi is one of them who made that run. She's been around for a few years now as well. And Julie Robinson to the 35. I think she won one of the wingers of the year, Julie Robinson. This ladder looks better, actually. Has the two best teams in the grand final. Well, to be fair, the Broncos and Storm were the two best teams. I know it's second versus fourth, but at the end of the day, the Raiders weren't deserving to be. Oh, that's a penalty for a high tackle, surely. Wow, they haven't called a high tackle against Julie Robinson there. I thought that was definitely high. The Roosters will get this ball to the 50 on second tackle. Damn, that's a lucky call in my opinion. It looked high. Here we go. Oh, no, it was... Oh, it's just the back of the arm come across the back of the head there. Jeez, that was awkward, though. The Roosters, they're now at the 30. Great running by the big number 17. Even the Roosters still got to the 20, the 15. The 10, look at her go. She's a bopper. 9 metres out of the line. 4 tackle. Roosters number 17. That's Eliza Lepo Moana. Oh, Roosters will be so close. Lopa Maua. Sorry, Lepo Moana. Lopa Maua was the name. Oh, that's an awful kick from Keely Davis. And the Broncos just picked the ball up at the 5. That was absolutely awful from Keely Davis. Like the men says, 2 and 4. Yeah, but the Panthers and the Raiders... Not the Panthers. The Bulldogs and the Raiders clearly didn't deserve to be in the grand final, whilst the Storm and the Broncos clearly do deserve to be in the grand final. You know, I don't understand what you mean by this is... like, who are the two best teams in the grand final... If it isn't the Storm versus the Broncos, like, what is your argument here? You're saying that it's first versus second, so they're the two best teams, sure, and they clearly stats-wise have been, but overall, I find it a bit odd to suggest that we haven't got the two best teams in the grand final for the NRL. Who are you suggesting should be there? And Tamika Upton gets away. She passes this out to the wing. The Broncos are away down the sideline, and now they'll be at the 40. They throw the ball back, and it's Roosters ball at the 40. Jasmine Strange picks it up after a mistake from the Broncos, and Strange brings it out to the 45 to the 50. A mistake there from the Broncos on such a good play. All the hard work, and they made a mistake. And if you save the Eels, Andrew, I'm timing you out for 5 minutes. If you say the Eels should have been in the grand final, I'm timing you out for 5 minutes. All right, Roosters' second tackle. They are getting the better field position now. Still haven't seen a team break through yet. Oh, that's a lost ball from the Roosters. Lost ball at the 30. 20 minutes to go here in the first half, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. Lost ball at the 30 from the Roosters. Oh, this is an exciting game at the moment. Exciting game at the moment. Very close. Yeah, she's just lost the ball there. She's come down. The number 11 for the Broncos has rolled back into the is that Lauren Dam? Chelsea Landuzzi, nice work up top. Number 11 is Lauren Dam, I'm right. Average points this season, Broncos 36.2, Roosters 31.9. That is Roosters 9 better points than the Knights. And the Broncos is 14 better points than the Knights in third. That's insane. All right, Chelsea Lenarduzzi back onto the inside, 45 metres out, second tackle. Defensively speaking, this will be such an even game if it is all defense. And now at the 40 on fourth tackle, and he says, no, I'm just saying the way the ladder turned out in the stream. Oh, well, ladder, like, specifically ladder-wise of first versus second, okay, sure. I thought we'll kind of said, oh, good offload at the back. Oh, she's caught the ball too. Fit tackle at the 23. Now the Broncos into attacking range. Gal Broughton gets it across into Tamika Upton. Tamika Upton goes it herself. She'll kick the ball over the top, and the Roosters catch it. Roosters do catch it at the 8. Dearie me, this game's all over the shop. And there's a penalty. Yeah, let her do it. See, absolutely. And they're going to take a quick tap. This is what I was saying. They do like to take these quick taps in the NRLW. Isabel Kelly brings it out of the 22. First tackle. Did you like this game? Well, look, my gut was telling me Roosters based off of the fact they're undefeated, but just statistically speaking before the game, it was suggesting Broncos in a high-scoring affair. Right this very second, I'm not minding the Roosters off of the early doors. I just don't know if they've got enough to put past the Broncos in the attacking line with no Taryn Aiken, but it's very interesting kind of setup right now where it's a very defensive game where both teams great defense but usually score a lot of points. Fourth tackle for the Roosters at 50. So I did... Oh, Olivia Koenig with a great run to the 35. I did tip the Broncos before the game, but my gut was telling me that the Roosters, and I am liking them a little bit more in this early doors. Roosters put this ball up. Good take there for the Broncos. They beat the 15. Still, no one has scored. Butler goes off for Lepa. Malwa. I'm pretty sure that happened about 5 minutes ago. It's only just updated on the screen. Second tackle. And it says, do you think Kernick could set herself up to be a player like Ali and Upton? Sure. Sure she could. She won the Dally M last year. If you win the Dally M, it means you're a pretty good player. It means you're a pretty damn well good player. Mele Funga, she's been out of control today so far. 4 tackle for the Broncos at the 45. She has been out of control today so far. She's going to be on some bulk meters, man. Oh, that's a heavy hit. Number 6, Salom Sawaso, she's still going as well. She'll be 25 meters away from the line on fit tackle. If anything's going in the Broncos' favour, it is absolutely these post-contact meters right now. Roosters should grab an easy one here. Oh, geez, no, it's not an easy one. I don't know what's going to happen. This might be a Broncos try. This might be a Broncos try. We're going to have to check this. It's going to be, they're going to confirm a try on the field. Not confirm it. They're going to call a try on the field through Belinda Sharp. The Roosters have caught it. It just comes down to if it touches a hand here. The Roosters didn't catch it. Touched it, goes into a Bronco, and then bounces forward. But I don't think this comes off of the hands of the Bronco. So it's going to be a lucky try overall, but it's going to be a try nonetheless. Mele Hufunga has really set this Broncos team up, though. So 4-0 here to the Broncos with the kit to come. Yeah, so Ali Brigginshaw, it looked like it was going to be an easy kick, but it ended up being a really difficult kick. Yes, it just spills into the back row for the Broncos and then bounces perfectly for Hayley Mack to score. So 16.5 minutes to go here. I think this try will be fine. I don't think it goes into the hand. I think it goes off the chest of the number 12 for the Brisbane Broncos, which is Romy Teitzel. But Hayley Maddock will score to finally break through the first score of this game for either team. Not as in Bronx and Storm don't belong there, they do. Justin says, who's the hottest player in the NRLW? Well, I don't like to focus on this kind of stuff, man, because it takes away from the actual quality and the game itself. I know that this is a very hot topic and whatnot. There's a lot of very attractive... Oh, no, they are going to go to the bunker. There is a lot of very attractive women in the NRLW, though. Roosters have quite a few. Roosters have a lot of very attractive women. So maybe high contact, actually, is what Belinda Sharp has just said here. Oh, they are looking for the knock-on. Okay. Oof. Yeah, it comes off the right hand as well, so it'll be a double knock-on. Yeah, so... Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was an accidental head clash there. Well, in rugby union, that's a bin, as we saw yesterday. In rugby union, accidental head clashes are a bin. But that is just a knock-on from the Roosters. And then the Broncos are going to get the ball here after the double knock-on, but it will be a no try. So still no score in this game. Yeah, geez, that's real unfortunate. Just significant head contact there. Significant head contact. All right, yeah, Justin, let's try and keep these comments respectful in this game then. We'll try and... I know who you're referring to in Mele Hufanga. Let's try and keep these comments as respectful as we possibly can, brother. So, Bridie Parker will come off here for a HIA from the Roosters. So, the Broncos have a prime opportunity right now in the attack in 10. In the attack in 10. Still 17 minutes. I can't believe there hasn't been a try scored or any points scored. I can't believe it. I actually cannot believe it. See, Justin, in the men's game, we can be a lot more... Tamika Upton! Don't worry, the Broncos will score anyway underneath the post. And Tamika Upton, she is the GOAT. Right underneath the post there to make a 4-0 with the kid to come. In the men's game, it's a lot more easier to be controversial-ish with our commentary. In the women's game, it's a bit of a different story, and we want to respect the game as much as we possibly can. But too easy there for the Broncos. Off of the scrum, they go to the left-hand side. Tamika Upton just easily through the line there, and will make it a 4-0 game with a kid to come, and it will be 6-0 any moment now. And hopefully that means that the floodgates are opened here for either team to see some points being scored here today, because it's been a real defensive grind so far. Yeah, no, she was always getting through there off the scrum. As we've seen in the NRL this year, and I would assume the NRLW a lot, there is a lot more scrum tries being scored. The men's game, do you see it being a low-scoring game? I can see it being either, to be honest with you. It could honestly be either way. It could be high-scoring, could be low-scoring. I probably would lean more towards it being, if the Storm win low scoring, if the Broncos win high scoring. 16 minutes left in the first half. The Broncos will make the kick. So it is 6-0 to Brisbane. 6-0. Oh, hold on. There you go. Tamika Upton, NRLW game 50. Surely she's played more than 50 games. Oh, no, because there's only a limited amount of games, no seasons, yeah. I think both Broncos teams are going to win today. I think that the Brisbane women's team wins, but I've got the Storm to win relatively comfortably in the second game. But I do think that there is still $1.90 a piece is what I probably would have been shaping towards that Storm Broncos game. But based on statistics and whatnot, you'd probably be leaning Storm relatively comfortably. And the ball's going to bounce awkwardly there. It's a knock-on from the Broncos. The Roosters are going to get the ball, hit the 20. Julie Robinson with the knock-on. Justin says, oof, that was awful, terrible defence. Yeah, that is what happens there. But we do see that in the men's game quite a lot too, scrum-wise. Teams have really been able to capitalise on the scrum this year. They've organised some real solid set plays from it. Okay, so Roosters 20 metres away here from the line. Isabel Kelly to put the ball into the scrum. Jeez, that player who's filling out at the back of the scrum is tiny. Oh, Roosters straight through! Oh, they're 3 metres out from the line. Great run there, though, from number 14 here for the Roosters. They go short side. Roosters are half a metre short of the line. So maybe the floodgates have opened there from that Tamika Upton try. They go to the right-hand side. Off to Jasmine Strange. And, no, sorry, Carlisle. And Carlisle's going to be third tackle, 10 metres out. Koenig. Out the back again now, Jasmine Strange. She's going to be 5 metres away from the line, fourth tackle. Something I also find is towards score more? What do you mean? Oh, Roosters 3 metres out. Good defense in the Broncos at the moment. Good line defense. All the way across. Kelleher, the kick will be awkward, but it will be grabbed there by Ali Brigginshaw, and it's going to be Broncos ball at the 3. So the Roosters are losing a lot of that tack with no Taron Aiken there, and the Broncos are coming up really nice defensively. Really nice defensively. And now Mene Hufunga, can she get away this time? No. Third tackle at 13. I don't know how many points the Roosters have actually gotten them with no Taron Aiken. Fourth tackle now for the Broncos. Why is there a drum? I can hear a drum. Or maybe that's Luke from the Chook Pen. Maybe that's probably Luke from the Chook Pen because I can hear a drum. Broncos now at the 38. They'll kick this one down to the 30, and now the Roosters will go back on the attack. Corbin Baxter. She's playing in the fullback role with Bridie Parker, obviously being out with the HIA. Roosters go quickly, and now they're inside the attack and half. Second tackle. Roll it back. And now they'll be 35 metres out, third tackle. Okay, says, oh, well, I don't know much about the NRLW, but I thought the Roosters would have this decently easily. Why? They've lost players. Broncos have been ridiculously good this year too, and they're scoring bulk points. Fourth tackle out to 30. They go out to the left. Jocelyn Kelleher. Oh, big run here from the number 11. She pushed away from 1. She pushed away from 2. Looks for an offload. Can't do it, though. Fifth tackle. No one was waiting. And they go quickly. Olivia Koenig. She'll kick that ball through here to make up the knock-on. There is a knock-on. Whoa, they haven't seen the knock-on? Oh, they haven't seen a knock-on there from Tamika Upton. And commentary saying clean pick-up. I disagree with you. I definitely saw a knock-on there, but Belinda Sharp was on the opposite side. She couldn't see. Here we go. This will show it. Oh, yeah, that was definitely not a clean pickup. That was definitely not a clean pickup, but she gets away with it. And Julia Robinson, yeah, Olivia Koenig putting a kick on last is not a great sign at all. So now the Broncos beat the 42. Just heard the Roosters won all games this year. Yeah, they have. And they did beat the Broncos. Didn't they win last year too? They did. But they've had a couple of injuries which have really hurt their season. So the Roosters now at the 25. They'll get that ball across. And Baxter will get this ball to the 35 now on first tackle. Jamie Frizzard. I don't know if the Roosters have got the attack today, lads. They might have the defense to keep this close, but I don't know if they've got the attack. Roosters now will be at the 44. Not the Dolphins is my answer, Lee. Not the Dolphins. All right, Roosters 34 metres away from the line. Roosters out to the left-hand side, Olivia Koenig. Not the play. Why is she like playing as a half today? Her play style is like a half. Jocelyn Kelleher, she'll kick this ball into the corner. It's a good, awkward kick. Give the Broncos! Oh, it's going to be a dropout. Very close. Very, very close there for the Roosters, but it's going to be a dropout coming up here from Brisbane. At 10 minutes to go the first half. Hit that like button and subscribe. At 10 minutes to go the first half. Jeez, that was an awkward bounce there. Luckily, she dropped the ball to the left-hand side rather than to the right-hand side, because if it drops right-hand side, it probably would have been a try for the Roosters. But all right, a little bit of pressure here from the Roosters. Bit of momentum. And the Broncos kick this one straight down the middle. The bounce is awkward, but the Roosters get it. And Carlisle, the great run, gets this ball to the 20. Both teams with 11 from 13 completions at the moment. Oh, big run here from the number 10. 7 metres out. Olivia Koenig. Koenig will be 2 metres away from the line. Third tackle. Third tackle. All the way across. Oh, there's a tackle without the ball there. That's a penalty for sure. That's a penalty for sure. She's been tackled without the ball. 4th tackle now, 8 metres out. Either way, though, the Roosters have been really underwhelming attacking-wise, which you can understand. And here's a chance for a try. What is happening? What is happening? That's not even Brisbane goal line defence there. That's just the Roosters playing really stupid footy here. The Broncos have been really good defensively overall. That play just then, though, is down to Roosters' incompetence attacking-wise. Why are you going short side there into a back row for a back row to throw the ball over the sideline? Like, she's offloading that ball over the sideline. I just don't even understand it. I don't get it. And she wasn't even going over the sideline, to be fair. She could have gone down. Anyway, so first tackle over the Broncos, first tackle at the 15. And now they'll be at the 25 on second tackle. 9 minutes to go the first half. Again, this Roosters team just does not know how to attack here with no Aiken. Third tackle. Out of the right, now at 45, 4th tackle. The ball gets hit out. She wasn't offloading. She was offloading. Her hand was going out like this. She was offloading. 4th tackle now at the 40. Might also get hit out, but she's definitely offloading as well. Because she thought she was going over the sideline. When she had still space. But she's offloading the ball over the sideline. Either way, kicks the ball over the top here. But the Roosters will pick it up on the bounce. Gets hit. And Corbin Backs will bring it out here to the 18. That was a nice little kick there from Jada Ferguson. Alright, 8 minutes. At least for the Roosters' sake, it's still only 6-0. They've been able to defend well to cover up nearly a knock-on there. And they will call the knock-on. So the Broncos will get the ball at the 35 with a chance to get some great ball opportunity for a try just before half-time. Oh, whoa, I don't know if that actually was a knock-on, to be fair, but maybe it was because it was relying upon the arm to stay up, sorry. Oh, so I'm just going to fix this. 7 minutes to go. Gal Broughton, nice little step off the scrum. 25 metres away. 35-minute halves, Jay, yes. So 2:30 we start up. There's going to be like a good... There's going to be a good hour-long break in between. That's right, because there's a huge break in between where the trophy presentation for the state championship and then the women's game happens and then the men's game, yeah? Double grand final for us and overly double win. Well, I think the Storm win the men's, but I did take the Broncos to win this women's one. As led to Brigginshaw, 3rd tackle at the 10. And Shalom Sawaso should be 8 metres away, 4th tackle. Last year's grand final, I feel like the Roosters were up by a bit and the Sharks came running home like a train, no? I hope the young fellas from the last game are watching the defense in this game. Yeah. Yeah, it's what you do find in reserve grade competition, though. Oh, that's bad defense there, and the Broncos are going to score. Just as you say that, Sean. Just as you say that, the defense from the Roosters opens up, and it's 10-0 here with a kid to come. I blame you for that, Shauno. I blame you, buddy. It was great defense until you just did that. Yeah, the Roosters were running away, and then the Sharks came back. Yeah, that's right. Too easy there. They were shaping out to go to the left, but then she just scoots up the centre. And good strength there. Yeah, there is a lot of work to do there still for Jada Ferguson. But she's able to get over the line. And the Broncos, they're cruising at the moment. Roosters look real empty when it comes to their attack. Like, it's like they're using Olivia Kernick as a half, which she's running the ball as a back rower, or as a 13/back rower. But when it comes to kicking on 5th and being a playmaker, it's been really odd. Shit happens. It's your fault, Sean. It's your fault. Too easy there for... Well, not even too easy. She still had a lot of work to do. 5 minutes to go. It should be 12-0 because it's basically right in front. At least the crowd's starting to really pack out now. It would be really confusing for mine if there are Broncos fans out there who made their way all the way down to the NRL Grand Final and didn't watch the women's game. I can understand if you didn't stay for the whole day with the Warriors versus the Burleigh Bears, even though the Burleigh Bears are associated with your club. But it would be really odd to me if people just went for the NRL Grand Final and not the NRLW Grand Final, if you are a Broncos fan, considering it is your club. All right. Well, Roosters need to be the team to score next. They need to be the team to score next because the Broncos have found a couple of points here that has put them to the 2-score game when it's been so defensively minded. 2-score games getting significant. 4:50 to go the first half. Hold on. And now they'll kick this ball down. Broncos at the 5 to make it Upton. And now the Broncos will be at the 20 on first tackle. For mine, I really do need to see the Roosters score soon, eh? I feel like they do need to score before... Maybe not before half-time. If the Broncos score next, they win. But if the Roosters can score before the 50th minute and be the next to score, then they're still with a chance. If they can score before half-time with 4 minutes to go, then they're definitely still with a chance. But if they can't score by half-time, you've got to give them a leeway of the 10 minutes after half-time, and then if they still can't score then you'd say it's game. Oh, big hit there. Big contact. Olivia Koenig with a great tackle. And now the Broncos are at the 45 on the Roosters side of the field. Fit tackle at 35. It's almost like the Roosters' only way to score here today is actually from long range. And good take there from the Roosters. They'll be at the 10. Got any new locations coming up? What do you mean, Craig? Are you talking about in regards to my travels? Well, firstly, for everyone watching right now, go over there and subscribe to BKRtravel in the pinned comment. I think we're at 1,540 or something like that. So let's see if we can get to 50. I can't remember how many subscribers we've got on BKRtravel, but anyone watching right now, go click over there, go subscribe to BKRtravel. But if you're talking about my travels, I'll be off to probably Singapore in about 2.5, 3 weeks. And then I'll be back into Fiji for a little bit just to have a kickback. And then next year, I'm thinking Egypt is on the cards. It's on the cards. Papua New Guinea is also on the cards. We'll see. Brett the Tennis says, hi. Well, hello. Hello, buddy. Second tackle. Claudia says already subscribed. Yeah, appreciate that, Claudia. I just say that to remind people who maybe haven't already or people new to the stream and whatnot. If you've already subscribed, I appreciate that. But that's why every 10 minutes we tell people what the time is so they know how long to go in the game. Oh, lost ball for the Broncos. Roosters get the ball here. And then remind people to like and subscribe. But if you're commenting in the chat, you've already subscribed. It's just for the people who are watching and maybe you've forgotten to do that, which people do. Andrew says, Egypt will be a good one. Andrew says, I haven't subbed. Yes, you have. Yes, you have, because I've seen you commenting. You better have subbed. But I know I've seen you commenting. You better have damn well subbed, actually, because, to be fair, you could be commenting and not subscribed. But not here. All right, Roosters. They'll get this ball to the 45 on their own side of the field. Total set it over and under 41.5, so you'd take over. In this game, I would have taken the over pre-game. I wouldn't take the over now. Brent says, I think the Broncos got both games, in my humble opinion. I took the Broncos in this game, but I think the Storm win the next game. Out of the left. Great run from the Roosters to the 35 on third tackle. 1:44 to go. Egypt isn't for the faint of heart, Greg. It's not for the faint of heart. I'll say this in a second. Fourth tackle now to 25, sorry. Here we go. Underneath, knock on there from the Roosters. And Broncos hit the ball at 20 on 0 tackle. Egypt isn't for the faint of heart. It is a very diverse country. It has a lot of regulations, stipulations, and oh, that's a 1-on-1 strip. That's actually offside. That's accidentally offside. So it'll be Broncos ball at 32. The Egypt is a very interesting country to go to, especially considering it borders Israel. But you just don't go near the borders and whatnot. But the point matter is that you can make arguments for like that for everywhere. So you just got to kind of understand that the world is the world, and as long as you're taking as many precautions as you can, just enjoy it for what you can. The touts are full on in Egypt. Jay, I just went to India, bro. I went to India for 3 months. 37 seconds to go now of the first half. The Broncos at the 45. First tackle. These ones are worse. Oh, I think they're all probably the same, but then again, you would watch a lot more content than I would in that regard. I wonder if the Broncos think about a field goal here. They might not need one if they can score. 11 seconds left. Upton, she won't get the offload away. 8 seconds to go. Brigginshaw, short ball into the line. There's 2 seconds left, 1 second left. And that, my friends, is halftime. So, look, I've got the Broncos to win from here on the basis that right this very second, the Roosters don't have any attack. They just don't have any attack. They've got the forwards to get them into the attack in 20. They've got some great defense overall for the most part, but when it comes to actually putting the points on the board, they're just really struggling because they've got no Taron Aiken. And from here, I've got the Broncos to win it, to be fair. But let's go have a look at the stats from the first half. So, guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, keep commenting in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. The try scorers for the Broncos so far have been Tamika Upton and Jada Ferguson. The possession and completions possession percentage is 52% for the Broncos, 48% for the Roosters, with the time of possession being 14 minutes 29 for the Broncos and 13 minutes and 9 seconds for the Roosters. That's 25, 26, 27. That's over 27 and a half minutes of time possession. You take it. It's not incredible, especially with it being 12-0, not many tries being scored, but you take it at 27 and a half minutes. Completion rate, you want to be seeing at least an 80% completion rate here as a minimum. The Broncos are bang smack on that 80% at 16 from 20. That's not bad. That's right solid. That's just what you need at the very minimum. Whilst the Roosters, wow, 65%, 13 from 20. Not only are you missing players, but you're making a lot of mistakes at that too. 65% is pathetic. That is not good at all for a grand final. 13 from 20 is really, really poor stuff. 15% under the 80% minimum. Now, runs-wise, the Roosters have 80 runs for 709 run meters. Sorry, 79 runs for 704 run meters. They've just updated that. No, it's back to 80 for 709. Why are they updating that? 80 runs, 709 run meters for the Roosters. 84 runs for the Broncos, 795 run meters. Okay, so if you try to compare this, the Roosters are about 90 metres behind the 10 metres on average per run that you're looking for, whilst the Broncos, they are about 85 for 796, they are about 50 metres behind the 10 metres on average per run that you're looking for. So both teams aren't quite hitting it, but the Roosters are quite decently a double behind it what the Broncos would be if you went with the unfair category. Now it's 86, but if you tried to give the Roosters 10 metres on average per run to equivalent the 80 to the 87 runs now that the Broncos have, you'd give them 7 runs, that's 70 metres, they'd go up to 779. They're still down on a relatively unfair metric by 24 run metres. So the Broncos are clearly winning the run metre department. Post-contact metres is separated by 8 runs, but Roosters 244 post-contact, Broncos 282 post-contact, with Mele Hufanga, I guarantee, being the one there that really is dominating that statistic. I really want to quickly go have a look here at the player stats for Mele Hufanga because she would be dominating that post-contact. Where is it? Where is Mele Hufanga? Here we go. Okay, post-contact wise, 35. I expected more, to be fair. No way. I feel like that's well and truly under covered. 116 run meters in total. I'm sorry, but she's had more than 35 post-contact. That stat's wrong. She's definitely had more than 35 post-contact there. Anyway, Broncos dominating the post-contact department. Line breaks, Broncos killing them 5-2. Tackle breaks, wow. 35 tackle breaks for the Broncos at our time. 18 for the Roosters. That is horrific defense from the Roosters overall. Individually speaking, the scramble defense has been great, but the missed tackles is whomper stomper bad. 15, that's also with 5 less minutes, right? So in the NRL, it is 40-minute halves. In the NRLW, it is 35-minute halves. The average in the NRL at half time is 15 to 17 missed tackles. That's with an extra 5 minutes. With 5 minutes less, the Roosters have missed over double the average highest mark of 17 at 35. That is insanely bad defense from the Roosters there. Their scramble's been decent for the most part, but that is awful. 18's not great for the Broncos, but it's way better than the 35 there. Average set distance, 37.05 for the Roosters. Now 36.92, so it's hitting the marker of the 35 to 40 category. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. 36.92 is bang smack in the middle. And then the Broncos at 40.16, they've just gotten into that great category of 40 to 45. 45 to 50 is fantastic. 50 plus is perfect. 40.16 is lower end of the great category. So the Broncos have beaten them out by about 3 meters overall, just over 3 meters on the average set distance. Average play the ball speed, very slow for the Broncos. Wow, 3.47 seconds here for the Roosters. Now that's in the 3.4 to 3.59 category of average. 3.47 seconds is not fast, it's not slow, it's just doing its job. 3.89 seconds is extremely slow for the Brisbane Broncos. Extremely, extremely slow. Because 3.6 to 3.79 is slow. 3.8 and above is extremely slow. They're at 3.89. That is wild slow. Offloads wise, Broncos killing them 7-0. Then you go to the kick defusal of 100% for the Broncos, 75% here for the Roosters. Then defensive, oh wow, that's the worst defense I've seen all year. That is the worst number I have ever seen whilst I've read out live stats at halftime of any rugby league game in 2025. All right, 85% and below on the effective tackle percentage. 85% and below is awful, pathetic. 85% to 88% is underwhelming. 88% to 90% is hitting the marker, and 90% above is brilliant. Now, I'm going to go to the Broncos here first. 88.96% means that they're bang smack in the middle of a solid ranking. They're at basically at 89%. You're not complaining with that. You're loving that. Tackles made is 145 for 18 missed tackles and 0 ineffective. So the missed tackles average is 15 to 17 across a 40-minute stanza. They're at 18, so a little bit higher there. Not great at all. But the ineffective tackles is usually 6 to 7 on a 40-minute game. So 0 is brilliant. That's perfect. Incredible. So only 18 bad tackles in that first half in the Broncos with 145 tackles made. Now remember, when I said that the pathetic number is 85% and below, well, I'll have you know the Roosters are 12% below that. They're at 73.77%. The worst number I saw this year in the NRL was 78 or 79% when it was the Rabbitohs against the Titans at halftime. This is at 73.77% in a grand final for the Roosters. 135 tackles made, so 10 less tackles than the Broncos, 36 missed tackles, and 12 ineffective. That is 48 bad tackles in one half compared to the 18 of the Broncos. 36 missed tackles is 19 more missed tackles than the higher average of a 40-minute game, 40-minute half in the NRL. It is 19 above. That is a horrific number. And then 12 ineffective tackles is 5 above the highest of the averages of 6-7 on the ineffective tackles across a 40-minute game. All I'm going to say is that is the worst defense I've ever seen in regards to an effective tackle percentage number. Scramble-wise, they've actually done pretty well, the Roosters, for the most part, but individually speaking, they've been absolutely abhorrent. Negative play, 7 errors for the Roosters, 4 errors for the Broncos. Penalties conceded is 3-1 Broncos way. Long story short here, guys, the Roosters are only down by 12 with some really, really poor numbers. They've got some really poor numbers here. If they can improve these numbers in the second half, they're not out of this game, but they need to change that defense. 73.77% tackle percentage is just pathetic stuff. That's bad. So they really need to adjust that at halftime here. They've got plenty of time to do it. It's only 2 scores. They need to score before the 50th minute for mine. But right now, that is one of the worst numbers I've seen. Justin says, Women's Rugby League is pretty bad, not going to lie. It depends on the game. This game right now, the Roosters are playing pretty poorly. But the NRLW is probably one of the few women's sports that I really enjoy. I do like NRLW. I like UFC women's. Tennis women's is fun to watch too. I can't really get into the AFLW. I can't really get into football women's, as in soccer. I can't get into the WNBA. But like I do like I don't even really care for rugby union women's, but NRLW I enjoy watching, UFC and tennis and whatnot. Brett the Tent says, will you climb a pyramid right to the very top? That's illegal. I cannot do that. It is illegal. Jared Troy's Broncos have this game in the bag. Not necessarily. It's only 12 points right now. If the Broncos score next, then yes. But for the time being, as we currently speak, no. Not yet. Justin says, I wish the men's game wasn't on so late. I'd never get to watch the grand final. Starts at 4:30 a.m. here. We should have gone to sleep early and work. That's an awkward time, though. 3:30, 4:30 is always such an awkward time. I'm going to run down and grab a Coke from the fridge, guys. While it's half time, I'm going to quickly run down and grab a Coke Light from the fridge. So hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. I will be back in just a few moments for the second of the half. We're back! Alright, has the game started yet? It has not. We are still waiting. Jason's grabbed me a banh mi while you're there. Cheers. I had one this morning, mate. Oh, dude. I tell you what, the banh mi here is so good. Like, I know everyone knows, like, about banh mi and all that kind of stuff, but over here, they just taste incredible, dude. They really do. Like, I could honestly eat one every morning. And he forgot the sniffy jar. That's actually, funnily enough, what I was looking at right now. I was looking for it right this very second. But I think it's somewhere in the room here. I think it's somewhere in the room, mate. It's somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. I'd stay up at my Cleveland Browns play at 9:30 a.m. Can't miss that. I'm so sorry you're a Cleveland fan. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. The Detroit Lions, we play against the Cincinnati Bengals. We play the Bengals. We should win that game pretty well. We should win that one pretty well. So I'm just trying to find something right now. Is that the right one? No, it is not. No, it is not. It's still half time here, guys. Give me actually 1 second. I'm just trying to find something, and I'll be back in 1 moment time. Alright, we're back. Alright, has it started yet? Second half started yet? Okay, they're walking out into the field. Now, walking out onto the field for the second of the half. Let me know your predictions for the second half. Do you think the Roosters can come back, or do you think that the Broncos will hold it out for their first grand final win since 2020? Let us know in the chat. Shazza says new quarterback Dylan Gabriel starting tomorrow. Yeah, but the Browns, Justin. Just like my Detroit Lions used to be. The Lions. But now, at least they're good nowadays. I think we'll have a pretty hefty win tomorrow against the Bengals. Pretty hefty win should be coming up. So the Roosters will be the ones kicking off here to the Broncos in the second half. They have to be the first to score here. They have to be the first to score. Also, by the way, I saw an email from YouTube telling me about some hype points or something that people click on your video and it's like hype points. What is that? Does anyone know what that is? I wouldn't have a clue what that means. All right. So it's going to be the Broncos who receive the ball here at the 3. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. The Broncos bring it out here through Brandon Clark to the 13. Roosters, you need something to really go your way here early to change your fortunes around drastically. Come on, Roosters, we can't let Brisbane win everything. Well, Brisbane lost in the New South Wales Queensland Cup game. The Burleigh Bears got trounced by the Warriors. And then this game, it's not looking likely, but I do think the Storm win that. Aren't you a Storm fan, Jozzy? Aren't you a Storm fan, or am I thinking wrong? So you should be pretty confident that the Storm win the men's grand final, no? Out to the right, Ali Brigginshaw. Yes, sir. Exactly. So what you mean can't Brisbane win everything? Right now they've won nothing. and as a Storm fan, you should be expecting them to win nothing tonight in that men's game. Gal Broughton, fit tackle. At the 45. Okay, so decent defensive set there from the Roosters. Much better than the first half. And I'll get this ball here at the 25, bring it out to the 30. The 35, Corbin Baxter. They took the AFL, man. Got to get the NRL to even it out. That's fair. That's valid. That is valid. But that's Queensland. But, you know, Queensland's the greatest. Queensland might be the greatest that ever existed. Actually, it is. Not even mine. Storm fans exist. Jozzy must not be from Melbourne, Mitchell says. Fourth tackle. Oh, that's going to be a... Oh, they're going to say challenge this. The Roosters are going to try and challenge it. Belinda Sharp has called it as a knock-on. But Jessica Sturgis is adamant this is a strip. Oh, this might be just a lost ball here. She had her hand originally around the ball, and then she might just let go of this. Might have just let go of this. Their hand on the footy, but she'll let go of it as well. Oh! To be fair, she has grabbed the... Yeah. Look, it's harsh here on Sturgis because she... I think it's the correct call, but like her hand does come around the ball and locks onto it, and then... Like, it's not a full-on stripping action, but it is also a strip. Like, it is. So, Broncos who had the ball here at the 48. You can't even challenge strip calls anymore because they just classify nothing as a strip nowadays. Like, she knows what she's doing there. Her hand is on the ball, grasping the ball, and then the ball comes out. And it looked awkward at first. It looked like it might have been Sturgis at first, but at the end of the day, the ball comes out when her hand was on top of the ball there. So the Broncos now be second tackle at the 30. 33 minutes to go here of the game, of the grand final. And now they'll be 18 metres away here, third tackle. It is a strip, but isn't. Yeah, winning those challenges are hard. Yeah, those challenges are just never possible nowadays. Challenging strips just never come off. Fourth tackle at the 10. Is that a Broncos drum? I feel like that's a drum for the Broncos. It might not be Luke for the Roosters. Broncos! Oh, held short. Good defense in the end by the Roosters. Rampaging run there from Brisbane, but they weren't able to get it. Challenges are impossible nowadays. That is absolutely incorrect. Challenges are not impossible. That specific challenge that they just made was basically impossible, but challenges in general, no, we see challenges successful all the time. We see challenges regularly come off. It's just that specific challenge of a strip doesn't usually come off. So they go to the left-hand side, and the Roosters are going to bring this ball now out to the 40 on third tackle. Good set here, though, from them. At least they're making some meters. And they go out to the right. Good rush-up defense from Brianna Clark. Massive hit. Fourth tackle. Olivia Koenig. Jocelyn Kelleher, short ball, Jasmine Strange. Oh, she can't get away. So close, though. Fifth tackle. Damn, there's still 3.5 hours. Oh, jeez. Tough take for Tamika Upton. She'll bring this ball out in the 25. What was I saying? What I was saying was... Oh, jeez, I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's right, because this game... So, the NRL Grand Final starts at 3:30 my time, it's 6:30 your time. So that's 3.5 hours away. I started streaming 2.5 hours. There is a large break in between this game and the next game. Yeah, it's still 3.5 hours. Exactly right. So what I'm saying is, 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours till the main game. 1.5 hours until I start up the stream. But still, there's a significant gap in between. It'll be about an hour break. Out of the right side, hour break before my stream, but it'll be 2 hours before the actual game starts. Fit tackle for the Broncos at the 28. 30 minutes to go here of the game. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Gal Broughton steps. And now she'll put that one pretty basic up the centre. And good take here from Corbin Baxter, who has permanently gone into a fullback spot here. Yeah, Baxter, the Roosters, they had to put Baxter into the fullback when she was originally the 5'8" because their fullback must have failed her HIA. That other stream still has 90 minutes on it. Yes, I'm saying, but this game finishes in half an hour. So after this finishes, we'll have an hour before my stream starts, and it'll be 2 hours before the actual game starts. It's a long break in between this game and the next game. Oh, great run by Jessica Sturgis. She's away. The 50, 45, the 40, 35. She steps and taking out to the 30. A great run, though. I did say if the Roosters are going to score, they're going to have to score from long range, in my opinion, with their lack of attack. Jasmine Strange. Get it across now to Jocelyn Kelleher. Kelleher, she'll get this all the way across to Isabel Kelly. Isabel Kelly will go herself. She'll step onto the inside. She's lost the ball, goes backwards. No, they're going to say knock on. They are going to say knock on. Isabel Kelly's complaining about it. I thought that might have actually gone backwards there. Yes, Claudia, we do each stream individually. Great time to have a feed and a chai. Well, I'm not in India for the chai, but no, I'll probably go out and maybe grab another. I had a coconut coffee this morning, which was great. Might have another coconut coffee again, actually. Brady Parker's on now. I don't know why Baxter's sort of. Oh, okay, so Brady Parker is on, but yeah, they've still got Corbin Baxter as the fullback. All right. Well, Broncos get lucky there with a knock on from the Roosters, and the Broncos will get the ball at the 20. Still only a 12-point game. This is the thing. If the Roosters can score just one try, it's well and truly on. And that run from Jessica Sturgis was so good. Just no one really folded her up. Third tackle for the Broncos, who aren't making a great deal of meters in the second half so far. That's a good run there from Brianna Clark. She's been one of their better today for the Broncos. To Gal Broughton. Gal Broughton out to Tamika Upton. Malahufunga on the run, but great tackle in the end by Mia Wood. Great tackle. And Ali Brigginshaw, she's going to kick this ball down to Corbin Baxter, who's still playing as that fullback. And they'll be at the 20. They're talking about potential hamstring with Tamika Upton. That'd be huge if that's true. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it because Tamika Upton's still on the field. Well, that's a penalty. Well, that should have been a penalty against the Broncos. Carlisle, third tackle at 35. This one's not the greatest of sets from the Roosters. And I think this is a 4... Well, that was just a weird kick. The bounce is going to be awful here for Tamika Upton. It's going to keep bouncing, but back to the 10, and she'll bring it out to the 15, to the 20. No, she's definitely not done a hamstring. The commentary was talking about hamstring. Couldn't be talking about hamstring because she's running fine. Julie Robinson at the 30 on second tackle. 26 minutes to go of the game. Yeah, it's 40-30 in the women's game. So, obviously, in the men's game, guys, it's 40-20. Seen a couple of times that the Roosters have gone for a 40-30 attempt, but it's not even been close. It's just gone straight down the barrel. Fourth tackle for the Broncos at the 45. This game is a bit of a grind at the moment. Oh, jeez. Eye hurts. And Leonard Dudzi. Not the most exciting of contests as we currently speak. It's just waiting to blow apart. But the Roosters can't have the Broncos be the ones to score next. Oh, there's some space here. There's some space here. Oh, and she's lost the ball. So the Roosters are going to bring this ball back out here to the 10. Super close. Yeah, the defense of the Roosters in the second half has definitely picked up. Definitely picked up. But that was still a huge opening in the defense as well. If she puts a little bit of a grubber through, the Broncos probably score there and kill off the game. First tackle for the Roosters. Jasmine Strange complaining about a high shot. They don't call anything, though. Why the hell are they kicking on the third tackle? We sometimes see it in the men's game, too. But it's a bit all over the shop. Third tackle. I don't really know how to explain this game right now. Because the Roosters are still in the game. But they probably aren't. But they are. Oh, is that going to be... No, that's going to be fine. Fourth tackle at 45. There's just no attack from him. Knock on from the Broncos. So this will be Roosters ball to 50. Okay, so here's their best real opportunity of the second half. Yeah, they had that long form break. They did, but this is their best field position opportunity the second half so far, the Roosters. Hayley Maddock was gone for the intercept there, but she knocks it on. There you go, Jay. Sniffy jar. Give us a wake-up call. Hold on. The wake-up call of dreams for the Sniffy jar. Roosters need some kind of momentum. Definitely. Well, they've got probably a slight bit of momentum right now, but it's just not a confident bit of momentum. They've had the better of the ball in the second half. Out of the right side, they're away here at the 40, the 30, the 25, the 20. The Roosters, they are going to score! Try and get themselves back into the game. Right out of nothing. Bang, son. That's a bang, and the Roosters are back into it. Out of nowhere. And what did I say? If the Roosters are going to score, they're going to have to score from long range, and that's exactly what they just did. Charlie Sheen at yard out. And off a scrum again. What do we say about scrum plays? Scrum plays we're seeing quite consistently. She could have easily passed that ball back onto the inside. They would have scored closer to the post. Now it still could be a 2-score game here because this is a difficult kick. This is a difficult kick here for the Roosters. Very important kick, though. So, Bridie Parker, by the way, she comes back onto the field after that HIA, and she's going to be the one to score. So, 8-point game here. Broncos fans get a little bit nervous now. Get a little bit nervous. She does not miss. Well, who does kick for the Roosters? Is it Kelleher? Who kicks the Roosters? Or Baxter? I'm not too sure who their conversion taker is. Usually I think it's Taryn Aiken, no? She just gets around Meta Hufanga, and Hufanga was never going to have the speed to get her. And Tameka Upton gets across to prevent her from getting on the inside, which was actually quite important. And it's good to see that Tameka Upton and the Broncos didn't give up completely on defense there once they'd broken through, because it's a very important kick here. And it's from the side. What a run. So here's Jocelyn Kelleher, who is taking the conversions. Get Amber Hall to take the kick. She's not playing today. Oh, she gets it over the black dot. That was awful camera work from the NRL. But she gets it over the black dot from the sideline. So it is 12-6. Whoever was in charge of the cameras just then was absolutely horrific. We didn't even get to really watch the kick. It was from looking at her face, to looking from behind, to looking from the side, to looking at her face, and then from behind the post. That was really weird. I would have liked to have seen a normal angle there. But anyway, it does go over the black dot, and it is a 6-point game. Roosters in it. Jeez, that tape is like taping her eyebrow up. That's hilarious. Because she's got that tape around her head, and it's taped on her eyebrow. She's got like this. Cameraman's a creeper. Cameraman, a bit of a muppet. So the Roosters got the ball at 25. Okay, well, this game has just turned back on. 12-6. Both these teams have not been in this position scoring this many limited points this season, especially the Broncos, who have scored 26 points every single game this year. But the Roosters, they just need to improve their defense in the second half, and they've done that, and now they're being able to set a bit of a platform for themselves, attacking-wise. Out of the right-hand side, Jocelyn Kelleher. Kelleher back underneath, and the Roosters are 35 metres out, fourth tackle. Here they go. Here they go. Olivia Koenig. She'll get that ball out to Jocelyn Keller. Short ball to the line. Oh, nearly a high tackle, but it's fine. Fit tackle at 20. Roosters got some great momentum right now. Great momentum. It's fit tackle, you idiot. Bro, like, dead set. I'm sorry, but, like, throwing the ball into a short ball to get tackled in the line on fit tackle is just stupid and ruins all your momentum. It just ruins all your momentum, bro. So the Broncos now, they're 18 minutes out. This is such strong momentum, but how can you not get a kick away on fit tackle just now? Gal Broughton, she'll get this ball to the 25. And Medi Hufunga now to the 35. Third tackle. 20 minutes to go here of the game. 20 minutes to go. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Chelsea Lenarduzzi gets the ball to the 45. Don't forget, we're trying to get at least just 10 more subscribers for BKRtravel today to get up to the 50. Oh, knock on for the Broncos, the Roosters. Here's their chance. 45 metres out. Broncos are getting a little bit willy-nilly at the moment. Getting a little bit willy-nilly. All right, well, Roosters, 45 metres out. Mistake there from Ali Brigginshaw. Yeah, I would blame Ali Brigginshaw. She passes it. She doesn't know whether she's passing it to the outside or to the inside. Now, you had Aneta Claudia Nuasala running through. I think that originally Brigginshaw was going further out, but the pass was just so awkward, which forced Aneta to have a crack at it, and it just didn't work out. So it's a knock-on. Now the Roosters get their chance. Sam's a rogue mod. Yeah, it is Janko. Yeah, Sam Jenkinson definitely is the one who did it. So right-hand side off to Jocelyn Kelleher. Kelleher gets it across. Quick passing here. And Jessica Sturgis gets away from one and taken down at the 42 first tackle. Okay, this game is red hot now. Roosters on the run. Right-hand side. The Roosters are 30 metres out here from the line. At least we've got a close game here. Good close game. After the last absolute blowout in that Warriors-Bears game, we've got a close one now. Third tackle at 25, off to Olivia Koenig. Koenig at the 20 herself. She gets the offload away. And they go right-hand side. Oh, Roosters! Oh, is that how she scored? Oh, it's a try to the Roosters! It's 12-10 with the kick to come. Oh my gosh, we are on here. The Roosters out of nowhere have just gone bang, and they've just gone bang, and it's about to probably be a 12-12 ball game. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Wow, this momentum switch has been crazy. Momentum switch is crazy. Eliza Lopamawa with the try time. She has been good today. And the post-contact there of about 10 metres. Unbelievable stuff there from Lopamawa, who also nearly lost the ball as well beforehand, but she just gathers it, then runs into the line. There was a high tackle there too, mind you. She still had the ball, luckily enough. Either way, there was a high tackle there. Oh, there may be a no try here, but either way, you've got to come back for a high tackle regardless. And, well, there's a try there. The grounding's fine. But we just need to see in regards to the changing of hands, which could be interesting, what they call. Hasn't been confirmed yet. Okay, here we go. I think it's going to go to the bunker, to be fair. This might be no try. I think it's a try. I don't think it's confirmed. Okay, wow. Wow, so they must have said that there was no touch on any Bronco in there, and it's been confirmed. So, 12-10 with the kick to come. Sesmo says, I want to watch the full video live. Due to broadcasting restrictions, I can't show you the actual live game, but I can commentate it for you, and I can tell you right now that we are at a tied ball game. 12-12, 17 and a half minutes to go. Who wins it from here, guys? Get into the comment section. Who wins it from here? This is the NRLW Grand Final. Whoever gets over the top here will win the competition for 2025, and then we'll be going into the men's game, the Storm versus the Broncos, after this, which is going to be a big stream, so get ready for that. 17 and a half minutes to go of the game. And that's woken us up, but What has this done? This has been the magic. As soon as we had a sniff of the Thai Herbal Inhaler, the game turned into a belter. The game turned into a belter right after I got to a big sniff. Wake up, son. Wake up. Jay says the Roosters. All right. Josie Pass, I'm in Vietnam, so I watched on Watch NRL. I watched live. It's watchnrl.com, where I have to pay $40 a month and I get all the access to the games and whatnot. But it's basically KO, but for international. KO, obviously, you get when you do your contract, your subscription, you get NRL, plus you get other sports. With this, it's just purely rugby league, but that's all I need it for, really, anyway. So the Roosters now, the momentum is strong with them. Second tackle on Tessa Bule to the 45. Great run. Great run. Well, if you want to try and get in time with me, Jossie Pass, I'm at 17:05, 17:04, 17:03, 17:02, 17:01, 17. All right, Roosters now, third tackle. They're going to be at the 40. Third tackle, offload. Sorry, second tackle. And they go to the right. They're on fire right now, the Roosters. They're 25 metres away from the line, third tackle. Third tackle, they go out to the left-hand side. Olivia Koenig gets that to back to Jocelyn Kelleher. Kelleher gets it across. Isabel Kelly, good defense. No, she gets away from the defense. She's at the 20, the 15. She gets this ball across. Shabu. Offload, fourth tackle. Bridie Parker, 15 metres out. Roosters, 2 quick tries. Can they get a third right now? Yes, they can! Yes, they can! The Roosters take the lead. 16-12. 5 minutes ago, it was 12-0 Bronx. Oh my gosh. This is why the Roosters have been undefeated all season. They were down 12-0. They looked down and out. They looked like they were gone 5 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. And now the Roosters have come back with a bang, with a bang, with a bang. 3 straight tries in the last 8 minutes, and they are now in the lead at 16-12. 16 minutes left to go with the grand final. What a game we have got here in the women's grand final. Justin Tarkowski says, I feel like the men miss the kicks more than women. Definitely not. They need to take some notes from these ladies. Today, they've been pretty good, but no. No. That is wrong. But today, they've been great. Let's see what Jocelyn Keller can do here. Just remember you're watching the NRLW Grand Final, right? So these two teams have very clearly been the two best teams in the competition this year. When you look outside of them, there is a lot of difficulty in kicking in a lot of ways. So Justin Kelleher, 2 from 2 today. She's a very good kicker. All right, Kelleher from the side. She got the last one from here, and she'll get this one too. 18-12. Jocelyn Kelleher. Bang, bang, bang. 18-12. And what has happened to the Broncos? Marcel says, who scored the second try for the Broncos? That was Eliza for the Broncos. Did he say Broncos or Roosters? For the Roosters, it was Eliza Lapa-Maua. Saves the Broncos choking. Dude, they were up 12-0 less than 10 minutes ago. The Broncos were up 12-0 less than 10 minutes ago. The Roosters, I did say at half time if they could improve themselves, they were only within 12, there's a chance, but this is a choke job for the Broncos right now. They've got 15 minutes to turn this bad boy around. It's a low-scoring game, and now it's getting up to that high-scoring game. The Roosters, as a collective defense, has been decent in the scramble, really good in the scramble all game. It's just the individual tackles, defensive efficiency rating was abhorrent in the first half, but as long as they were able to improve that in the second half, the momentum for the Roosters right now is actually crazy. The momentum from the Roosters right now, they could still score another one right this second. So second tackle there for the Roosters, they're going to be at the 30, 15 minutes, 14 and a half minutes to go over the game. Monkey Muay Thai says the Warriors women's kicker is just horrible. Well, Monkey Muay Thai, we can talk about the Warriors kicking duties over the last few years in the men's game too, to be fair. Third tackle at the 45, Shamla Harris to Vita for a good start. So, it's a good run from the Roosters to 40. Fourth tackle, they're finding form at the right time of the game. They go to the left, Olivia Koenig out of the back. Here's a good, is that a, Broncos are away, 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 Broncos will score! A mistake from the Roosters will put the Broncos in with a try. And this game is red hot, bro. This game is red hot. It was 12-0 with 24 minutes to go, and then it was 18-16 to the Roosters on return after 10 minutes of that, and now it's going to be straight back into an 18-18 ball game. Jeez, this is the greatest sport on earth, isn't it? This is the greatest sport on earth, and I don't want to hear none of it, son. Don't want to hear none of it. Julia Roberts, hold my beer. Julia Roberts? You mean Julia Robinson? Julia Roberts is an actress, man. Goes, hold my beer to the Roosters fullback. Julia Roberts? Martin Moose says it would be hilarious if the Broncos go 0-3 today. Well, right now, we're in a game here, mate. We are in a game, and the Roosters had such significant momentum, but that could have been the crusher. Pretty woman. No, Robinson, Andrew. Robinson. It's not Julia Robertson. It's Julia Robinson, and then he's corrected by saying Robertson. Oh, hold on. They haven't confirmed this yet. They have not confirmed this yet. Hold on. Have they confirmed it yet? I haven't seen the Oh! Here we go. When they pass it. Oh, that's a knock on Broncos. This is a no try. This is a no try. Brigginshaw knocks it on. This actually comes off of the body, I think, as well, of Keely Davis. This might just be a knock on Broncos, not knock on Roosters first. Who knocks it? Does the Roosters actually knock this ball on? I don't even know, because an on-field ruling with forward pass Roosters. What? Okay, well, either way, it's going to be a Broncos ball. A forward pass Roosters, they've called? Well, that's just let the Broncos off, because otherwise that was just a knock-on from the Bronx. All right. Well, 18-16, it will stay. 18-12, it will stay, sorry. The try's been taken away. Larkin says, I was just surrounded by the Broncos. Na-na-na celebration. Worst thing ever. Nearly threw up. Don't recommend. Why? They haven't won anything yet. They lost the first game in the Burleigh Bears. They're losing this game currently to the Roosters, and the grand final hasn't even started for the men. So why are they singing na-na-na-na? Na-na what? Keep the Broncos in the game, why don't you? I feel like that's a real harsh call, man. I feel like it's a really harsh call to say, I didn't think that was a forward pass, but I'd love to go back and have a look at it. I think that is a bit of, because I didn't hear any call of forward pass when it originally happened either. Anyway, I woke up from falling asleep. No, Andrew, you just didn't know the name of the player. It's got nothing to do with you being asleep. Broncos go out to the right-hand side, and now Julia Robinson, Andrew Robinson, will be at the 44. Largis is because they thought they scored the try. Yeah, but Na 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 is a song that represents winning the game and telling people to leave, and they're leaving. Singing Na 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 for a try just to tie the game up is insane. That doesn't even make sense. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. That is saying goodbye to a losing team. The Roosters would have still been tied at 18-18 regardless. And the Broncos, Gal Broughton to the 20. Fit tackle. Fit tackle. Please go back to sleep, Andrew. Great point, Jay. Great point. Oh, fit tackle. The Broncos run it through the prop. What are you doing? Wow, really odd decision there from the Brisbane Broncos to give the ball to a prop. They just mustn't have known that was last. Andrew says, Larkin saying the Broncos try celebrations. Okay, Andrew, please go back to sleep. You don't know what we're talking about. Larkin clearly understands what I'm saying right now. Well, they are Bronx fans. They are special people, is what Larkin said. Special people. Second tackle here for the Roosters at the 25. Ooh, close to a penalty. They go to the left-hand side of the Roosters. They've still got some big momentum at the moment. Look at the meters they're making. It's third tackle, and they're going to be out at the 40. You can't give away any penalty or six again here, Broncos. Otherwise, you're going to get dusted. And the Roosters, Isabel Kelly, will be fourth tackle at the 45 on the Broncos side of the field. They go out to the right. Then to Koenig. Koenig to Kelleher. Kelleher goes at herself. It all broke down. It'll be fifth tackle at the 40. Sean says on the... Logan says Andrew is not in this world right now. Andrew is never in this world. He is our Muppet. He is a Muppet for sure, but he is unfortunately our Muppet. Broncos get the ball to 15. First tackle. 11 and a half minutes to go here of the game to try and save the bacon. Save the bacon. Can you save your bacon here, Broncos? This... right now is shaping up as a Broncos loss on the basis that the Broncos have won every game this year, 13 plus, outside of the one loss of the Roosters, but they scored 26 points even in that loss. They've not scored less than 26 points all season. So 26, is that their number that they have to get to? Fourth tackle. 11 minutes to go, right outside of Brinkenshaw. This is a good run here, though. Oh, it's a good hit. No, she gets away. Brinkenshaw's away here. Brinkenshaw's at the 20. Then back on the inside. Touched by the Roosters. It's a knock on Roosters. Broncos chance. All right. Knocked on by the Roosters here. They can't challenge either. They lost their challenge. Broncos are still in this, but I can't believe they're out of it right now. I can't even believe they're down. For people who have just tuned into the game, Broncos led 12-0 14 minutes ago. And then 5 minutes ago, it was 18-12 Roosters. What a turnaround. Steve says Queensland teams have to win at least one game today. Well, in the grand final, the men's game, Melbourne Storm and Brisbane Broncos are both Queensland teams, mate. So there will be at least a Queensland team that wins today. You know, you got to start thinking again, Steve. Come on. Got to start using the old noggin. No matter what in the men's game, we will see a Queensland team win. All right, so the Broncos' second tackle. They're 10 metres away. 10 minutes to go of the game here, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. 5 metres out, right-hand side for the Broncos. They are 3 metres away, third tackle. Let's see this Roosters scramble defence. They roll it out right-hand side. Trots over the Broncos! 18-16 with a kid to come. And here we go with 9 minutes 50 to go here. It is going to be probably a tied ball game. Oh, boy. 9.5 minutes left, and the Broncos are going to tie this. So it is a pressure kick. It's not the easiest of kicks, but it should be. Oh, no, it is. It is an easy kick. It should be getting put over. It should be getting put over here. They keep doing the na-na-na. Are you sure they're doing na-na-na-na, Lagan, and not the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Because that's different to the na-na-na-na. If they're singing na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, hey, goodbye, well, then they're idiots. But if they're doing the na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, which is what Broncos fans do, makes them look like really stupid. You know, if they do that, that's them just doing their little chant, you know, their gay little chant. But if they're doing the na-na-na-na, that's just... that makes no sense and shows an IQ of less than a potato. So, Robbie Teitzel, she's 2 from 2 today. She should be getting this. And she will not! Oh my gosh, she's missed the kick. Oh no! Oh, you're talking about the one with the arms going up and down. That's not... No, like... You're the Muppet. You're the Muppet. That's their try dance they do in Brisbane, bro. Oh, that missed kick is brutal. She should be getting that. Hey, Justin Tarkowski and the people who are arguing for the women's game being better kickers than the men's game, you still arguing that? You still having that, you still siding on that side of the argument here? Because I'm going to use that as evidence for no. I'm going to use that kick right there as evidence of my case, and with that, I will rest my case. I will rest my case. Monkey Muay Thai, number 3 from the Broncos is in the wrong competition. What are you suggesting, Monkey Muay Thai? Mene Hufanga is a bopper, though. She was incredible in the first half. Okay, so Roosters still lead by 2. 8.5 minutes left of the grand final. Was that the grand final being thrown away from the Broncos with that missed kick just now? All right, first tackle. They're 20 metres out from their own line. Who's got the ability to either the Roosters hold it out or the Broncos find a way? And it says, I want an apology for calling me out of the world. You are out of the world, Andrew. You are out of the world. I'm out of the world. We're all out of the world, Andrew. I'll never apologise. Third tackle here at the 48. You are out of this world, buddy. So fourth tackle for the Broncos at the 50. I've never seen someone more out of this world, to be honest with you. Mental says Reece Welsh must be her idol. Her idol? Oh, okay. No, I realize what you're talking about. I spoke too soon of the kicks there, Blaze. Yes, you did, Justin. You know, it's a valid lesson to take in life. Don't speak too early when it comes to the old Broncos. Roosters get the ball at 20. Corbin Baxter picks it up. She gets away from 1. She's still going here at the 30. All right, hectic finish coming up here. First tackle, 7.5 minutes to go of the game. The grand final in the women's. Isabel Kelly pushes away from 1. Who's going to be more tired here? Second tackle at the 40. Clarification for people out there in the comment section. Women's game, 2-point field goals. Is it a thing? Have we ever seen it before? I don't know if they'd have the distance on them, but does it exist, or is it like, what is it? Is it a 2-point field goal from 40 or not? That was Talagan. Yeah, no, you can insult Lagan all you want. He's muppet up, bloke. Right hand side, Olivia Koenig. Short ball to the line. All right, they're 15 metres away here from the line. Fit tackle for the Roosters. Sorry, 25 metres out. Keely Davis to Jocelyn Kelleher. Kelleher with a little dink in behind. Where's the bounce going to go? It's going to sit up here for the Broncos. And they're going to have a little bit of space here. They're going to have some massive space here. And they'll be taken down to the 18. 6.5 minutes to go here in the game. Ticks Undisputed says, go to the Roosters. The sensational... I don't know what's happening there. The Saints says, hoping the Broncos come back. 2 points is 40 plus M. I don't even know what that means. So second tackle, but there's still only 2 points. It's not even a comeback. It's only 2 points. This is only one score. Bringing it short the 45. Third tackle. 6 minutes to go of the game. 6 minutes to go. Oh, Mela Helfunga nearly a forward pass there from the Bronx, but Helfunga gets away from 1, 2, 4 tackle now at the 30. Oh, close to full pass to make it Upton now. She'll be 15 metres out from the line. Fit tackle. Fit tackle, 15 metres away. They go to the right. Ali Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw dinks in behind. Oh, it's close. It's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout. Jonathan says... Roosters will probably fall off like the Panthers did. Are we all watching the same game here? Do you guys realise the Broncos led this game 12-0 with 24 minutes to go, and then with 15 minutes to go, it was 18-12 to the Roosters? I mean, it's not like if the Roosters lose this game, they still came back and then lost only up by 1 score. It's not a comeback. But here we go. 5.5 minutes to go here at the game. K1 says the Roosters won. No one's won yet, K1, but you're going to be timed out for the remainder of this game because that is not true. 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go here of the game. Don't forget, guys, in 1 hour's time, we'll be live for the NRL Grand Final. The Melbourne Storm taking on the Brisbane Broncos, and we'll be live a whole hour. Geez, she's got a massive bulge on her eyebrow. We'll be live an hour before the Melbourne Storm Broncos game to talk all things about that NRL Grand Final. It's going to be exciting. I think the Sharks have won. Entry, the Sharks have not won, but the Titans, they've won. That's for sure. And we may as well just eliminate those 2 teams above and the Titans win the comp. I reckon that's what we just do at this point. So we're just waiting for a couple of players needing help with injuries. All right. So 18-16 of the Roosters, 5:36 to go. We're still waiting for these injuries. Isabel Kelly's getting done for 1. Oh, jeez, she's got a bulger underneath her eye. All the Roosters players are banged up. Above the eye, below the eye. Isabel Kelly's got something on her legs. Oh, dude, that's a head collision. That is a head collision, and you can see on her face... Look at the bulge on her cheekbone. Yikes. If the Roosters come through here, they're going to have a party tonight. They're going to need to drink to get away from the pain above the eye, below the eye. Isabel Kelly, there's 5.5 minutes left of their season. They don't want to come off the field. They ain't going to come off the field. They're going to do whatever they can to save this field, especially with them having to drop it out. Look at that. You've got Keely Davis. Keely Davis with a massive bulge on her eye too. The whole Roosters team is just under the pump. Oh, Broncos let the ball bounce at the back. So the Broncos will pick this ball up to 45, bring it to the 40, the 35, the 30. Here comes the Brisbane Broncos. Suaso. Shalom Suaso with the 30. First tackle. 5.5 minutes to go here of the game. They go to the left and now they're going to be 20 metres out. Can the Roosters hold them out here? Second tackle. Second tackle, close game, just like we saw last year in the NRLW Grand Final. Gal Broughton, Tamika Upton, she goes at herself. Third tackle, 13 metres out. Can't give away a penalty here, Roosters. If you do, it'll be a tie game. They go to the right. Clark is going to be 5 metres away. Fourth tackle, 5 minutes to go of the game. They go to the left. Gal Broughton, Melihufanga! I don't know, has she been held up or scored? Oh, try time for the Broncos. Belinda Sharp took a while to call it. It's a try time for Melihufanga. Hard stopping over there, and it's 20-18 with a kick to come. 20-18 with a kick to come, but we're just going to make sure she puts this ball over the line here. Mele will score. We just need to make sure she actually puts the ball down. If they hold her up here, it's incredible, by the way. I don't know if they do. At the start, they might, but she might fight her way through it. She might fight her way through it here. Where is it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't think she gets it. Oh, I don't think she gets it. I think this might be a no try here. I don't think she gets it. I think she was held up there, bunker. It has gone up try, but I'm pretty certain she gets held up here. This angle will show. This angle will show. Oh, there's enough on the grass. No, that's a try. No, that'll hit the ground there. That's a try. So 4.5 minutes to save your season here, Roosters. Now, this behind angle shows it hit the grass. That other angle showed it didn't look like it. Oh, it's try confirmed, yeah. Try confirmed. That behind angle showed it. That angle on the other side didn't. 4.5 minutes to go here. The Broncos should get this to make it a 22-18 ball game. The Roosters have to score a try and convert to win. If they don't convert, we go to potentially extra time. What a game. What a game. And the Broncos will make the kick. All right, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left here for the grand final, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Be here for the big one later on today as well, between the Storm and the Broncos. Comment who you think wins from here. Four-point game. Just a reminder, with 24 minutes left, it was 12-0 Broncos, and the Roosters shot back to an 18-12 lead with 14 minutes to go, and the Broncos have scored a couple of tries to take back the lead. It's all over the shop. It's all over the shop. Thought Ali does goal kicking, but I must be having an Andrew moment. You are having an Andrew moment, but all right. The Roosters go for the short kick. It's a good kick in a good area. It's going to be knocked back from the Broncos. The Broncos have the ball here at the 28. First tackle. 4 minutes to go here of the game. 4 minutes to go. Second tackle here for the Broncos at the 40. Just don't make a mistake here. Just play out your set. And if you can score a try, and they'll finish it up. Out to the left. And it's going to be fourth tackle now at the 45 for the Broncos on the Roosters side of the field. They go to Gal Broughton. Gal Broughton. Melihufanga. They go to the left-hand side. This could be it. This could be it. This could be it. This could be it. No, the Broncos will be taken down 8 metres out. Fifth tackle. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go here at the game. Out to the right to Tamika Upton. She kicks it through. Roosters pick the ball up, and they'll get the ball at the 10. I don't know why we keep seeing someone suggesting field goal in the chat. Field goal makes absolutely no sense in any world right now from either team. So now it's going to be Carlisle. Carlisle's going to get this ball second tackle to the 15. The Roosters will probably get one more set after this. They'll probably still get one more set after this set, but let's see what they can do here. Out the back, Roosters pick it up through Corbin Baxter at the 18, third tackle. They go to the left-hand side, and now the Roosters to the 25. Not a great set here at all from Sydney. And they go to the right, Olivia Koenig. Yeah, no, Saints. That's just not how it works. There's no 5 point. No, they won't ever do that. So right hand side, and Jocelyn Kelleher, she's just going to kick this ball back across. But the Broncos will catch it. Okay, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here of the game. Broncos, just don't make a mistake, and you should be all right. First tackle, they go to the right, and Julie Robinson, she's going to get this ball now to the 48. They're in great field position here, Brisbane. In great field position. 45 metres away. They go to the left, and now the Broncos, they're going to be at the 30. Looks like they're just rampaging home. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't scored right now. 24 metres away from the line, fourth tackle. A minute 40 to go here. You just can't concede a try here, Roosters. They're 15 metres out here for the Broncos. Fifth tackle. They give it to Ali Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw to Tamika Upton. Tamika Upton, short ball into the line. Robbie Teitzel. Teitzel will be taken. Okay, Roosters, you've got 1 minute 18 seconds to score a try. It all comes down to this 95 metres you have to run. Look how close the Roosters are bunched, though. The Roosters are going to bring this ball now to the 15. A minute 8 seconds to go here of the game. First tackle. Roosters out of the right-hand side. They give it across, and huge tackle there from Gal Broughton. The Roosters at the 25 on second tackle. 57 seconds to go of the game. And they give it across. Now they're at the 30. Third tackle. Reema Butler. The Roosters not making anywhere near enough metres here. She is exhausted here. You can see they're all beaten and bruised. And now the Roosters will... What are they doing? What were you doing? What the hell did she just do? That was the most anticlimactic thing ever. She just kicked the ball on third tackle. Well, that's the game. What is she doing? Why would you kick the ball on third tackle just then? What on earth was she just doing? Well, anyway, the Broncos catch the ball, and they're going to win the grand final. That's just such a disappointing way for the Roosters to finish off their season. I can't believe what I just watched. Oh, there's a high contact tackle there. I think they had money on the Bronx. Well, no, it's like the Roosters came back well and were strong in this game, but unfortunately just a few injuries cost them late, and the Broncos are going to end up winning this. It's a penalty here to the Broncos. They're going to take the quick tap, and there's only 30 seconds left here of the game. The Roosters need to find a way to strip this ball or something. 25 seconds left. First tackle. And Ali Brigginshaw is going to have to come off the field here. 20 seconds left of the game, though. The Broncos just need to hold on to the ball. That made no sense why the Roosters kicked that ball on the third tackle. All the Broncos players were well and truly ready and back for it. So the Broncos now, they're going to be 30 metres away from the line, second tackle, but this is going to be it. 10 seconds left. The Roosters need to get a strip, otherwise that is the game. Gal Broughton. And there we go. The Brisbane Broncos will be the NRLW premiers for 2025. Congratulations to them. It was a real... Oh, Biffo! What's happening here? There's a punch on. What's happening? Damn. There's a Biffo here. Hello? Chad Troy's that Broncos last try was bullshit. No, it wasn't. It was a correct try. What just happened here with the Biffo out of nowhere? What just happened? What just happened? Why was there a Biffo just out of nowhere? Well, anyway, it's a cracking game. Broncos led 12-0. Broncos led 12-0, and then, and then the Roosters came back to 18-12, and then it went to 22-18. The Broncos do win it in the end. I think the Roosters' injuries caught up to them a little bit too much in the end, and that's what hit them too hard. Overall, Broncos, you are grand final winners for 2025 in the NRLW. But guess what, guys? In 45 minutes' time, we're going to be going live for a complete preview analysis of the Melbourne Storm versus Brisbane Broncos Grand Final. Plus, we will go straight into the commentary for the game. There is 45 minutes to go until my stream starts. There is an hour and 45 until the game starts. It's going to be a ripping time, man. So hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Please go subscribe to BKRtravel in the pinned comment. Go support over there. We are posting consistently. I'm trying to get, up to 1,550 today. I think, 1,550 or so subscribers. So we'll try that over there. But I'll see you guys in 45 minutes time for the big one, the big dance, the NRL Grand Final. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.